do want to point out the scoreboard here. And I want to give the House props. Y'all closed the gap today. Passing. Yeah, give them a hand. Give them a hand. Yes, they passed 3 bills today to our 2, so they did close that gap 62 to 12. That's good stuff. We're proud of y'all. Proud of you guys and all the hard work you do. All right, let's get going. I know everybody's hungry. Oh, we're on this page. Let's get the appropriations chairman up there first. I'm gonna use a little privilege here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Hold your questions.
Do you want to grill me
For the
first,
appropriate
or do I
time.
get to present the bill?
Let me think about it.
We've been
Go ahead.
really
You
studying those Senate bills for a long time. That's why it's taken us so long. They're real difficult bills. This is not a difficult bill. This is House bill.
You know St. Patty's Day's tomorrow, right?
I do, but I wasn't going to be able to show you this green jacket tomorrow, so I had to wear it.
Did you win the Masters?
Well, I keep waiting on my invitation, and I will never
me
get one.
too.
I will never get one.
Me too.
No, I've got House Bill 493. What House Bill 493 will do is it will allow your nurses at veterans hospitals to be able to have the same privileges other nurses at state licensed hospitals when it comes to their continuing education. They will be able to use 500 hours worth of work at their VAs as their continuing education. Other nurses are able to do that, and VAs are not. The nurses at VAs are not able to do that. And it's a simple little fix, and it really is a simple bill.
Okay, I've heard that before. Yes, Senator Dugan.
It's number 2. Mr. Chairman, you said VAs. Is that just VAs? It's not the state veteran hospitals?
It's federally
Okay.
operated Veterans Administration, and it also includes FUHCs also.
Now, you got... No, you don't have another. You got any other ones on here?
I've just got a little bill that happens to be in the Senate. It's HB 19, and hopefully y'all might be voting on that one day next week.
Can you give us a 2-hour presentation on the budget, please?
It's a really good budget.
Okay. That sounds good.
Thank you.
Any questions for the chairman of appropriations?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate the consideration.
Representative. All right, back up to the top. Colonel Hitchens, HB 35. Oh, yeah, that's right, Senator Watson. You're going to cover that for him. I knew
That's
that.
right. His wife is much more Irish than anybody in the room, so he's heading to Savannah, and he asked if I would be able to discuss the bill. This has to do with the Georgia Ports Authority expanding their ability to take care of things on port, and 1 mile thereof has to do. He's presented this bill several times.
Yes, he has.
That's about it. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Well, and I do want to report as well that his shirt today was much more palatable, so I don't think he'd mind me sharing that since he pointed it out to me. So he did look good today. All right, any questions for the Senate sponsor? All right. HB 76. Representative Powell, that is me. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, this is our marriage license bill and removing GORC from existence. Any questions? HB 76, second on your page. Page 1. What are we removing? GORC. Georgia Occupational Review something.
Review.
Commission or council, or it doesn't matter. We're renaming it Toast. All right. HB 80 is Senator Kennedy, but he actually asked to, since he wasn't here today, he wanted us to put a hold on that. So we're just going to put a little hold on that. Hold. All right. Representative Wade, are you with us? There you are. Come on up to the podium. Tell us about Good old HB 91.
Thank you, Chairman. This bill actually passed out of this body last year. We're bringing it back this year. We just ran out of time on sine die. This bill does two things. It requires executors and executrixes to provide notice to beneficiaries, just like they're required to receive notice if they're an heir. And the second piece is it cleans up language so that if you have an investment account or a brokerage account in which you have a named beneficiary, that would be treated just like a savings account, checking account within the banking world. All of the banks and banking groups wanted this, including credit unions, and so I'm happy to answer any questions. Appreciate your favorable consideration.
Committee, y'all look real engaged today. Are we a little tired? End of the week? Can I get a little? We have been working hard this week, so any questions for the author? Thank you, Representative Wade.
Thank you, and I believe the chairman of the committee assigned Leader Bo Hatch to carry this on the Senate, should you put it on the floor. Thank you.
Is this a governor's bill?
It is not a governor's bill, but the governor supported me continue to finish the drill for this. It's really important back home, and I think it's going to benefit anybody that wants to leave their assets to their church, their philanthropic group, or their family. Thanks.
All right, thank you. All right, Representative Corbett, you with us? There you are. Come on up, boss man. HB 120 is fifth on our sheet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
When you're ready.
House Bill 120 is two Department of Driver Services bill that was combined, 120 and 167. So they now both are on House Bill 120. First part of the bill has to deal with child support. It allows a person that may have fallen behind to receive a temporary driving permit to go back into the work. They currently do not have that option now. And let me just state for the record, somebody that doesn't pay child support, don't have a whole lot of sympathy for, but if they can't get back into the work, they can earn a living to pay that child support. So this is a request from DDS. The second part of the bill is some cleanup language from a bill that was passed in 2020. There's a bill that removed the language that prohibited someone that was charged with a DUI drug charge from receiving early reinstatement or limited driving permit, but the permissive language was omitted from that bill. So they're doing it now. They just don't feel like they want to be codified to what they're actually doing. So it's just some cleanup language. So that's what we're doing with this bill, sir.
Codify, I love that word. Any questions for the author? All right, you did such a great job. There's no questions.
Thank you.
Representative Crow, are you with us? There you are. Come on up. What do you want to codify?
Well, I want to codify a lot of things, Mr. Chairman, but right now I want to update the population bracket that identifies Butts County. This bill we had last year, it couldn't quite get through at the end as well, but every 10 years we have to update the population bracket on here that identifies Butts County to allow Georgia Power lease lot holders on Jackson Lake to file homestead exemption. So it's something that's been done every 10 years since prior to the 80s. So just simply what it does.
Good week to have a bracket, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Senator Cowser.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What is the current residence of Butts County?
It is 25,400 and some change, so we're putting it between 25.4 and 25.5. So.
Great, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great question. Senator Robertson, you look like something's on your mind.
Do we have any statewide elected officials who are from Butts County?
Yes, sir. We have one statewide elected official who is an office downstairs.
Okay,
and we have one federal elected official from there also who's in the 10th Congressional District.
Mr. Representative, I didn't ask you about federal officials, but is it not true that you're the Lieutenant Governor's floor leader in the House?
I've not been designated that. I believe Jason Ridley claimed that title before I got it, sir.
What are you looking at me for?
See if you wanted me to say anything else.
Any other questions? Senator Dolezal.
Being from Butts County, Mr. Representative, and given your relationship with Lieutenant Governor, I'm wondering if you have any commentary on the utter domination that's being portrayed by the Senate in terms of workload and the paltry workload that's being done across the hall?
Well, it does look a little bit one-sided right now, but I assure you that a lot of work's being done on the other side of the hall, and I feel real certain we're going to catch up.
Oh, hold on. Let me recognize the Vice Chairman. Go ahead, Vice Chairman.
I'm not real good at math or statistics, but I think there's 56 over there and 180 on that side. So for me, y'all got more than 3 to 1 on us on. Why the hell ain't y'all getting the work done?
Hey, watch your language.
There's so many of us, it takes a while to get us all together, I reckon. So, but we're together now, and we've had a lot of meetings.
All right. Well, why don't you go to a committee meeting and pass a few more? You did a good job presenting.
I will do that.
Your
Thank you.
bracket.
I had
Who'd
another
you
one
pick
I
to
had
win?
asked for too. I didn't pick anybody yet. I didn't do a bracket this year.
I went Kennesaw State.
Yeah, I went to Mercer, and I think we did the best we were ever going to do a few years ago when we beat Duke in the first round. So I don't,
Not bad.
So I'd also asked for House Bill 139 too when I requested this one. It didn't make it on the sheet, so I didn't know if that was
139.
Yes, sir.
Well, go ahead and tell us about it.
That is that's a GBI bill that we also had last year, and what it does is it adds non-sworn employees. It gives them the same protections as sworn employees of a law enforcement agency have, as far as not having to give out their personal address, phone number as a witness on a witness list in the prosecution. So, and I think Senator Albers is going to be carrying that one. So.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Good job. Representative Leverett, did you want to come up and talk about HB 80? I know Kennedy wasn't here, but if you'd like to come discuss that, we can do that.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I appreciate that very much. Thank you, members of the committee. HB 80 is a bill that was supported by the State Bar. It's approved by the Board of Governors. The genesis was the Atlanta International Arbitration Society. This bill would allow an unnotarized statement that is in a proper form to tell the person signing it that they're doing so under penalty of perjury to be admissible in a civil case, but only if the person signing is outside the United States. So the idea is that it's very difficult when you're outside the U.S. to get something notarized. You have to go to an embassy and have a consul or vice consul sign it. It requires an appointment. They often can't keep the appointment. It takes months, and this would just simplify that process but still achieve the same result as the notarized statement of it being made under penalty of perjury.
Are you a lawyer?
I am. It's real exciting stuff, isn't it, Mr. Chairman?
Very exciting. What kind of lawyer?
I do mostly wills and probate and some real estate closings and that sort of thing.
Okay. Cool.
That's the
All
bill,
right.
Mr. Chairman.
Question. Senator Dolezal.
You said you were a lawyer, is that correct?
Yes, Mr.
The
Senator.
previous representative spoke of what it sounds like just a challenge of the House to get through and understand our sophisticated bills. Do you think that you could help your members work on the anemic level of work that's being done over there and increase the output a little bit?
Senator Dolezal, I'm working every day to throw Senate bills out of committee, so I'm trying to get them on the floor as best I can. Well, we send them out into the Rules Committee. I don't have, that's above my pay grade. I can't control it above there. But yes, pass, I would say.
Mercedes, what's that number? Oh, 62 to 12. Do you have any further comment on 62 to 12?
We can't count that high in the House, Senator. That may be part of the problem, so.
Oh, good answer.
Understood, and it's all becoming more clear, Mr. Representative. Thank you very much.
Yes.
When I take my shoes off, I can go up to 10, but otherwise.
If y'all can't tell, Senator Dolezal is a little hot about this.
I sensed, Mr. Chairman.
A little hot. We're trying to calm him down, though. All right. Well, any other questions? Thank you, Representative Leverett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, Representative Daniel, Representative Reese for Representative Daniel.
Yes, sir, Mr.
All
Chairman.
right, I'd like you to kind of explain this situation, because we never really got into this.
Yes,
so
sir.
it's Representative Daniel's bill.
Yes, sir.
But you keep coming to present it, so walk me through
Yes,
this.
sir. We're trying to work
Are
together.
y'all married?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir. No, sir. No, sir. My wife was docked the other day, the second week of, and she was presented over in the Senate. So, yes, sir. I'm happily married, Dr. Chastity Reese.
Okay. Is this her bill?
No, it's not her bill.
Okay.
It's Senator Representative Daniels' bill. But we try to work together in the House. And I did share your message yesterday, sir. I told them Everything that you said, and that's probably why we had one extra today, but we plan to do more as as the days progress. We're going to work harder.
Hey, Representative Reese, you got to crawl before you walk.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, now that we got all that straight,
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell us about
Oh, absolutely.
175 once again? for
House Bill
Representative Daniel.
175 is two main sections to it. Section 2 basically established revenue sharing for some existing tags, Kappa Alpha Psi and Alpha Phi Alpha. But most importantly, Section 1 established tags for our constitutional officers, all of our constitutional officers. Right now, the Ag Commission as well as the Public Service Commissioners are left out, and we want them to be a part of it. And as is importantly stated, each person pays for their own tax, so the state is not paying for this, and the revenue sharing brings revenue to the state, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, lots of questions.
Lots of questions, okay.
Senator Dugan.
Thank you, Representative. So
Yes, sir.
when you came before committee and you agreed to let me amend this bill, you agreed to let me amend a bill that's not even yours?
Well, I have permission to do so, sir.
Wise move.
Yes,
Wise
sir.
move.
I have permission to do so.
Really?
I'm an attorney as well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have permission to do
I mean,
so.
in fairness, we've done that on this side.
Well, in total fairness, I was going to do it anyway.
I have supported some on our side that have been done that way, so yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm trying to work with you, Senator. I'm not your opposition.
I mean, y'all got my permission to amend any of these if you want. Just kidding. All right, any further questions for Representative Reese?
That's it.
You know, I got to tell you,
Yes, sir.
I got fired one time by a guy named Teddy Reese. So, but I like you better.
Yeah, introduce me to him. I handle him for you,
Nah,
okay?
I'm good.
Off the record.
I'm good.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
didn't really
Chairman.
get fired,
Thank you.
but anyway.
believe Matt just got fired one time.
I know. I just said by him one time. I didn't say I only got fired one time. All right. Y'all quit talking about old stuff. HB 183, Representative Barton, are you with us? Senator Payne's with us. Come on up. I guess Representative Barton's over there working on our Senate bills.
And I could find it shocking to believe that you could have ever gotten fired from a job.
You know I already got all your bills out of here.
This is House Bill 183. This is a Department of Revenue bill passed through the Senate last year, and just makes replaces temporary license plate with temporary operating permit, and revises standards for issuing temporary operating permits for motor vehicles. It's not a real complicated bill, but we passed it last year and just asked it to move to this year.
Okay. Any questions for the Senate sponsor? Thank you, Senator. Great presentation. HB 193, Representative Anderson. Come on up. You've been here before, hadn't you?
Well, not this year, no, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And House Bill 193, basically, it raises the project cost threshold for compliance with Georgia's local government public works law from $100,000 to $250,000. The $100,000 was set when the public works law was initially put in place over 23 years ago and has not been adjusted since.
Okay. Any questions? So 2000 was the last time? Was it
Yes, sir.
Updated?
Yes, sir.
Good bill. Good bill. All right. No questions. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. HB 207 is Representative Rhodes. I didn't see him out there. Senator Anderson, you want to cover that for us? I know this is another department bill.
This is a department bill, and it's just a bill upgrading the type lighting that a vessel's supposed to have at night.
It also does something with drunk boating, doesn't it?
DUI that you cannot leave the scene.
Did y'all know current law, if you crash your boat, you just have to report it within 48 hours? This is updating that.
This is updating this to where you got to stay on the scene.
Yep. I think that's a good bill. All right. Any questions? No questions. Senator Invertardi, you know tomorrow is St. Patty's Day, right? I just want to make sure you knew.
Yeah, I heard you, Mr. Chairman, when you told the House Appropriations.
Okay.
Chair.
Well, I want to make sure you heard me.
I'll do. I wish I could get invited to Augusta. Maybe Senator Anderson can help us with that.
Maybe a rules committee lunch there with egg salad sandwiches and chicken salad sandwiches. That'd be great. I'm gonna put you in charge of that committee. All right. Let's see. Representative Corbett, did you? You could have covered them both.
I could have, but
I'm sorry.
I'm not hitting on all cylinders
I
today. It's
wasn't.
been a long week, sir.
I understand. Go ahead.
All right, House Bill 340, it's came through Education Committee. The criteria we tried to work on this year was literacy, student achievement, and school safety. We worked with the Superintendents Association, principals, and all the different organizations representing teachers. We define what a planning period is. We protect that planning period, but at the same time, we give the school, the superintendents, principals, the option to use them one day a week if they need to, or if there's an emergency, they can pull them at any time. So working with them, it addresses what we want to work on in education this year, and that's what the bill does.
All right. Good bill. Any questions? Hearing none. Thank you. All right. HB 373. I'll cover this one. It's simply making September 11th First Responders Appreciation Day. Representative Jones has been up here multiple times, and Senator James has come up multiple times, and so I told her I'd cover that so we could spare her the trouble. So, any questions? Hearing none. All right. Representative Blackman, HB 414. Come on up. There, Mr. Chairman. How are you today?
I'm good, Mr. Chairman. How about yourself?
I'm good. How them that youngin?
We had a great time at T-Ball last night,
All right.
actually. Thank you. How are yours?
They're alive.
House
They're
Bill-
out at school today, so I'm a little worried.
You never know what'll
When I get
happen, do you?
home.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Bring before you House Bill 414, which would create a Veterans Mental Health Service Program, which is a matching grant program. Now up under the Department of Veteran Services, it would match private investment in our state to help our service members, their families, and veterans and their families with any mental health issues. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Senator Dolezal.
Chairman Black, you're the chairman of a powerful committee over there in the House, are you not?
It's all relative, Mr. Chairman.
And do you serve on the Rules Committee as well?
Indeed, I do. Yes, sir.
Can you help us understand this tremendous disparity between the workload that's happening in the Senate versus the paltry, anemic, almost non-existent workload apparently that's happening over there in the House?
Well, hold on now. They got 12.
I believe, is that a bill and a half a day, Mr. Chairman?
I mean,
It's about a bill and a half
who's
a day.
counting besides us?
I learned new things every time I venture over into the Senate environment, and so I appreciate what I'm learning here today, and we'll do all I can.
Are you learning how to count to
assist
62
in your
today?
measure.
Okay. We got more questions. Senator Dugan.
Since you're learning stuff, did you know that they're going to shut down the hospitality suite over there until y'all get caught up? The House gets caught up with the Senate?
Ooh. Them are fighting words.
Where is the hospitality suite?
Any other? Senator Robertson, you look like something's on your mind. Go ahead.
No, sir, I just love sitting back and watching my elders joust with each other.
You have no elders in this room. All right. Senator Hofstadter.
I know that the chair over there is really good at math, and so if he could take back to his membership that we have passed out more bills than we have members, and if they could even do half as good as that over in their side, I think we could probably accept that.
It's a good finance chairman up there.
In fairness, the Ways and Means Committee has passed out every Senate bill that was passed over to us.
I only let 3 out to you.
You know, for that, I might just put your bill on for Monday. We'll see.
Thank you,
We'll see.
Mr. Chairman.
All
Members of
right,
the
thank you. Representative Reeves, HB 444. First bill?
First bill, first bill.
First time to rules?
First time to rules.
Well.
Great to be here in the Senate Rules Committee. Chairman Brass, House Bill 444, if it looks familiar, it's because it is. This is a bill that passed the Senate last year regarding Liz pendens. Liz pendens means a lawsuit's pending. This gives some procedures and ground rules and allows a judge to cancel the Liz pendens at an early stage of the case if it's inappropriate to be filed and cloud up title. Would be glad to answer any questions. Chairman Strickland's the Senate sponsor.
Is he on this committee?
I recognize a lot of folks here on Rules Committee from House Judiciary and Judiciary Non-Civil from bills we passed on this week. We've been working hard for the Senate down there.
We don't have a non-civil, do we? No, we got rid of that one. That committee's with Gork. Or gonna be.
I'll tell Chairman Smith.
Okay, any questions for the freshman representative on his first bill in rules? Senator Alberts, you look like something is just eating at you.
Mr. Chairman, it's an honor. Number 3.
I'm on your own. Speak into the mic.
I've known the good representative for some time. In fact, he tried a couple of times to make it right here into the Senate.
He did.
But I'm glad to see he made it anyway to the House.
Well,
So.
well, he had to settle. He had to settle. That's okay.
Great to be
100%
here
more
at
than
this
nothing.
august committee today.
I do have a bill over there, and Judy and Judy non-civil. Maybe you could help me get that passed out of there.
Look forward to hearing it, and I appreciate you fighting gangs in Georgia.
Thank you.
We need to get them. We need to send them out.
Gangbuster.
Thank you.
They train them well over there. Senator Watson, did you have something? Oh, okay. Nothing else for the freshman representative on his first bill.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. I guess we'll just haze Senator Strickland on the floor. All right. Representative Hatchett, we already did 493. HB 541, Representative Lumsden, are you with us? Senator Robertson, can you cover that for us?
Mr. Chair, remembering this bill, it deals with the safe passing of mail carriers and other delivery vehicles that stop on the roads, almost, if you will, such as a move-over law to protect the individuals driving down the road and the individuals making the deliveries.
So basically, they got to get over. If you can't, just slow down.
Yes, sir.
You impressed I knew that?
Yes, sir.
I was impressed. All right. Any questions? No questions. All right. Representative Cannon. You are with us. You're not with us. No representatives. Senator Watson, are you with us? The Sam Watson, not the Ben Watson. Come on up, Senator Watson.
Sorry about my replacement not being here this afternoon. He peeled on out of town, I think, with his Citrus Commission bill. But this is creating the Georgia Citrus Commission. We have 12 or 14 of these commissions already with all of the ag commodities that we grow and produce in our state.
So what's one more?
So what's one more? They're voluntary. They're used to raise funds for the for that specific commodity to marketing, research, promotion. So they're very valuable. And we've also put a lot of money in the budget for the Citrus Commission in this last cycle. So this will just kind of help supplement some of those positions going forward. So
Can you name all the citrus fruits that would be included under this commission?
I cannot. Sapsumas.
What is that?
They're like a tangerine.
Ah, like a cutie?
It's a growing industry in our state. That's about all I can tell you. So,
Senator Robertson.
Senator, I appreciate you coming up and bringing this incredibly complicated piece of legislation. Is there a commission for blueberries?
There is.
And what is it called?
The Blueberry Commission.
So that was the answer I was looking for. So is there a Strawberry Commission?
I don't think so. But there is a Georgia Grown Commission that collects a lot of the other smaller
But there's
crops.
a standalone Blueberry Commission.
Pretty sure there is, yes, sir.
Who's the chair of that?
We'd have to ask the senator from the 8th, I believe.
Do you think there's a good chance he may be?
He might be.
Yeah. Thank you, Senator.
Yep, thank you.
Are you wanting to do a floor amendment for the Strawberry Commission?
You're reading my mind, Mr. Chairman.
What about pomegranates? We got a pomegranate commission?
We can always amend it on the floor, Mr. Chairman.
There's always one.
All right.
Well,
Thank
y'all.
you. Is this your first time the Senate rolls? It is. Man, what took you so long? I've let that one slide by. Representative Franklin, I saw it. Yeah, there you are. You want to come up and tell us about something? Something on your mind?
Yes, sir. I appreciate this opportunity. I know I'm not on the schedule, but I wanted to talk to you about House Bill 285. And this retirement bill basically is to extend the employment retirement systems for alternative investments to 5% to 10%. It's very similar to Albert's bill that he passed, or that I helped pass to retirement. Yeah.
Well, any questions for the author? Senator Dolezal.
Why don't we just pass the Senate bill? It would get you all up to, Mercedes, can you slide over for a second? It would get you all up to 13.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm just a mere freshman in this thing, but I guarantee that when I go over to the committees, I'll talk to everybody I can to get those bills through.
What's that bill number, Senator?
Actually, it did pass yesterday.
Oh. So it's 1 to 12. So.
Well, when you pass 100 bills out of the Senate, your odds are a lot better.
I got some pretty good relationships, Mr. Chairman.
Where? This is a relationship business. You remember that, young Padawan.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Is this your first time to rules?
It is.
Oh, first time. So your bill did not make the yellow sheet, just I'm educating you. And so committee, I want y'all to review his bill over the weekend, and we'll reconvene on Monday and see what we want to do as a committee. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Work the committee.
Will do.
Make them work me. All right. Anybody else out there? Any other representatives or senators that would like to speak on behalf of Georgia and America? Okay. Well, let's pick a few. Where am I at? Senator Dolezal, I mean, I still got you up, but I feel like you're going to wave again. You can. You have that right. But I'll remind you, the Ways and Means Chairman, aren't you Ways and Means Chairman, has moved every Senate bill.
This is true. This is true.
All three of them.
I was also impressed that Representative Reese mentioned that his hard work resulted in a net +1 to the list today.
Very fair. That bill that he's carrying, he's representing for somebody else.
But, Mr. Chairman, I'm no dummy. I see Chairman Hatchett on here with House Bill 493, and I think that's the one I'm going to go with.
493 for the Appropriations Chairman. Let me circle that. All right, Senator Rhett.
Thank you.
Number 10. Thank you, VC.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
I ask unanimous consent that we pull.
You're a little too formal. Just pick one.
Okay. Hold on just a second here. I had it right here. 373.
373. Good one. Senator James may give you a big old hug for that one. All right. Dr. Watson.
Yes, sir. House Bill 35.
House Bill 35. Good pick. Senator Walker. Should have said.
House Bill 545 for the old Commodity Commission crowd.
Citrus Commission. Growing government. Yes, Senator Dugan. What, what
80
say you?
80 in play or not in play?
Is 80 available or not? No, that's the
Oh,
one Kennedy.
there he is. He came
Or not?
That's good.
I wanted to make sure.
She's looking at you.
Huh?
Should be good.
It's fine. Okay.
Well, her should be.
Okay. 80 is available,
Parachute should work.
but you don't have a pick yet. FYI. Huh? No. No, I got a list here, and I keep it fair. I'm like Judge Smails. Senator Anderson. Wait, is this the right list? I feel like I did these yesterday.
It's House Bill 207.
207. All right, that's 4 bills. 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be in the house. Can't count past 4. Okay, 207. Senator Huff-Steller.
For the, number 3 here, but for the chair of Ways and Means, not because he passed out the 3 bills we sent him, but because he has to put up with all those members over there on that giant committee, I would go with House Bill 414.
414. All right. I think that'll be enough. We don't want to get too far ahead of them. What would be the mercy? I mean, 70 might be the mercy rule. All right. For Monday, I've got HB 35, HB 207, HB 373, HB 414, HB 493, HB 545. I've got a motion from my vice chairman. I got a second from the man in green on St. Patty's Day. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Did I hear an aye over there? Motion passes unanimous. Meeting adjourned.